All right, our next comedian, all the way from Mason City, Iowa. Give it up for Dylan Meeks.
Oh, how's it going, guys? I'm not going to make you clap again. You've clapped a lot. I don't want you to be all clapped out. There's some great comics left on the lineup. I'm not one of them. We mentioned rivalries. I am from Iowa. Basketball season was intense for both of us, I know. But I also like to find commonality. We may have our sports rivalries, but we can all unite under the fact that both of our governments are egregiously trying to kill us with cancer water. So, yeah, there's that. Although Iowans are dying at a slightly higher rate, so we got you beat there too. Sorry. Sorry if I seem a little flighty, a little skittish. It's just that last night I finally confirmed that we are living in a surveillance state. Yeah, it's heavy news. Freaks me out. What happened was I was on a phone call with a friend, and I talked a little bit of shit about Israel. Talked a little shit about Israel. And then I hung up the phone, and everything was fine. But then later on that night, I ordered Taco Bell, and when I got it, all of my Doritos Locos taco shells were crushed. So you tell me. I think I got a light warning. It's crazy, man. You guys remember Guitar Hero? Yeah, man. So I just found out they're making another game, finally. And I'm so fucking excited because that was my favorite thing. I have so many fond memories growing up playing the fuck out of Guitar Hero. My favorite memory of Guitar Hero is actually one day I was in like 8th grade. I got home from school and my mom and stepdad had bought Guitar Hero World Tour as a surprise for the whole family to enjoy. And we got it all set up. And me and my stepdad at the time, we did Wanted Dead or Alive. And I'm absolutely fucking shredding on that guitar, right? And he's singing, and he is nailing every note. He is crushing it. He is killing it. We are synced up. I got goosebumps on my arm, and I just remember thinking, man, there's no way this motherfucker's going to hit me again after this. And he didn't for 2 whole weeks. If I was a smarter child, every 2 weeks I would have just been like, so you want to play some Guitar Hero? Just extended it, until I didn't get hit anymore. But people ask the question a lot. It's a fun little thought experiment. Like, if you could go back to high school with what you know now, would you do it again? What do you guys think? Some yes, mostly no. A very resounding no. I personally, I would. And that's because my freshman year in high school, I decided that I wasn't sure if I was gay. And I decided that the only way to find out was to suck a dick. And as soon as I started, I realized that I was not gay. So I would go through all that bullying and torment again just to unsuck that dick, honestly. I had a pretty dynamic childhood, I was kind of athletic, kind of nerdy. Was never in the Scouts, never went to church, but still managed to get molested twice. So, I was a pretty hot kid. I was a feloniously hot kid. I'm just worried that I peaked in middle school. It's all been kind of downhill from there. Oh, that's too bleak. I'm sorry. It happened to me, not you. You guys are a community college town as well? Is that accurate? Cool, man. Mason City is also a community college town. And it's always interesting going to an actual college town when you're from a community college town, because a college town, you go out and it's designed for youth. There's always things that are entertaining to do for younger people. There's stuff to draw attention. There's more music. There's more entertainment. And you go out in a community college town, and it's just the same 10 people that have been trying to fuck each other for the last 40 years. And yeah, sometimes they're on the second lap around that little thing right there. I'm 2.5 years sober as of like the 1st of this month, so that's pretty cool. I quit drinking. Yeah, no, it's okay. We don't. It needed to happen. I was waking up in my driveway at 6 a.m. every morning when my car's still running, and gas is way too expensive for that shit now. So, but honestly, and I'm not saying this like it's everybody's experience, but my personal experience with drinking was that quitting drinking was not hard for me. It wasn't. It was annoying, but it wasn't hard. I had a very low threshold for people. I had to isolate for a while. It was annoying. But what was hard to deal with when I quit drinking was all the other little addictions that had crept in and nested in with the alcoholism. The worst one is porn addiction, because nobody wants to talk about porn addiction. You don't want to say you have a porn addiction. You want to say you have a sex addiction, but that's only half true. And you can't call yourself a serial jerker because that just sounds like you can't be trusted in a room with Count Chocula because he's too tall, dark, and delicious. Yeah. Frankenberry and Blueberry can watch, but not at the same time because I think they're cousins based on the last name. Yeah. It's an interesting thing. I'm actually doing therapy now, which is great. I mean, I've been doing therapy for the last 13 years, but I'm actually doing it now. What that means is I found a therapist that I take seriously and that takes me seriously. I had some really tough times trying to find the right therapist, to be honest with you guys. My first therapist in my mid-20s, I'll always remember this, man. I was about 6 months in with her, and I thought we were making some good progress, but then halfway through one of our sessions, she just randomly starts putting lotion on her feet. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, there's no goddamn way that she doesn't know that I'm super into that shit. I've been at this for 6 months. There's no way I haven't said something by now where she was like, he's a foot guy for sure. You know what I mean? Last little thing, I talked to my grandma yesterday. She's she's a crazy old bitch. Okay? And she loves that I call her that. She comes to my shows and she claps every time I say that. She wears it like a uniform. And she loves that I call her a crazy old bitch. And she is. She's 74. She's dating a 96-year-old named Frank. And Frank knows fish sandwiches and the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's it. And they spend their summers up in Iowa, and they spend their winters down in Texas, where they spend their days dancing vertically and their nights dancing horizontally. They fuck. I know that because that's the only clear sentence Frank has ever told me. He said, when I get to be 100 years old, people are going to ask how I made it this far. I'm going to say it's all the good sex I had with your Grandma Linda. And I said, pretty optimistic to think you're going to make it to 100, Frank. You look dead now. And he said, what? Because he can't hear. But anyways, I was talking to my grandma, and she called, and it was nice talking to her, but I realized she's going to die soon, and that scares the fuck out of me, because that means I'm going to have to start borrowing money from people I actually have to pay back. Have a good night, guys.